So many students who are applying to the Meghnad Desai Academy of Economics want to know about our course structure and in particular about the applied nature of our curriculum. Now, at our academy, we are preparing students for the job market. This means that we are preparing them for jobs as professional economists in government, business, and industry. And this requires our curriculum to be very, very applied. Now, what this means in concrete terms is that our curriculum is grounded in economic reality and not necessarily in only textbook economics. For instance, I teach macro at Meghnad Desai Academy, and in my courses I have my students think about what is happening around the world. So I do teach them a little bit of theory, but I'm also constantly inviting them to try to apply that theory to understand what is going on in the world around them. For instance, in November 2017, Standard & Poor's, which is a world famous credit rating agency, upgraded India's government debt rating, and immediately as that happened, we had a discussion in the classroom about why that event was important, what it meant for India, and what it meant for other countries like India around the world. Similarly, in my courses, I have my students read a lot about recent economic history. For instance, in macroeconomics, my students learn about the global financial crisis, about the Eurozone crisis, about what is happening in China, what is happening in Japan, so on and so forth. And this is also true of the other courses, and in particular the elective courses that students take at MDAE. This also means that our course content can change from one year to the next. So we keep the course content current. For instance, I teach a course called International Political Economy. And in this particular year, when I will be teaching this course, I will be talking a lot about the recent trade tariffs that President Donald Trump has introduced on steel and aluminum in the United States. We are going to talk about why these tariffs are important, what they mean for the United States, and what they mean for the rest of the world. Now, aside from the course content and the curriculum, students also have first-hand experience of real-world economics. So we have events such as Econ Labs, where we invite practitioner economists to come to the classroom and give our students a workshop or a lab about what they do in their workplace and how that relates to what students are learning as part of our program. Students also benefit from hearing from distinguished speakers in our speaker series section, where we invite academics as well as practitioners to come and give talks to our students about a topic that is of general public interest. Students also do internships, and in some cases they do live projects with companies. For instance, in the current year we had a student who was doing a live project with a reputed insurance firm and has now, on the basis of his performance in that live project, been offered a lengthy internship in the month of May and June. And he might well be able to convert that internship into a final placement offer if he does well in that internship. Every student is also assigned a corporate mentor, and this is a leader in the corporate world who takes on the job of mentoring the student on both career choices as well as course choices at the academy. So our academy is essentially industry facing, and that is because the charge at our academy is that we are preparing students for the market, for jobs as professional economists, and therefore right through our curriculum, students have extensive contact with the real world, both inside of the classroom and outside of the classroom.